Brian Cox here with Mason with Vegas Toyota Off-Road.
How you doing?
Huge off-road group here in the Las Vegas community. And you know, it's one of those things, if you're gonna buy a Toyota and you want to go out and wheel, you want to join up with these guys. A lot to offer. You guys, you know, when I joined my off-road group, I thought I knew what my rig needed. And so I went and bought things based on my knowledge. But I have a feeling if somebody wheeled with you guys and saw what the good stuff is, it would change their perspective and get them going on a better track.
Yes, that's one of the big things that we worked on. Is we built my previous admin that I had, Joe Medina. We had an idea of how do we help everybody get into this community and be better prepared. End of the day, that's what it comes down to. So we started with him doing his Dirt 101 classes where he was taking people out on the trails, maybe 5 or 6 people at a time, and walking them through the whole trail system and talking about how to look at obstacles, and then not only looking at obstacles, what do you need to be on the trails properly and be better equipped. So he started that program, which kind of led to other programs we started, which is our trail leader program. And now these trail leaders is members that basically they take trail runs and they organize it, and it's very well organized trail runs. They'll pre-run the trail, make sure everything is what vehicles is capable of that run, and when members show up to the run and they overlook all these vehicles and say, hey, you're not capable of this trail, this is the reasons why, versus just telling somebody no, you can't come out. Because last thing we need is to have somebody with a bone stock 4Runner Tacoma, and next thing you know, you need a 3-inch lift and sliders and all this stuff, and they're stuck out there. Thank God if they do get stuck, we know who to call.
Well, that's one of the things, you know, when you're at a VTO trail ride, it's well organized and it's safe. Quite frankly, I don't think we've ever been called out to some of your trail ride because you got a group of people that really know your stuff. You know, not only know how to drive, but you also know how to recover.
And that's one of the big things where we work with you guys on, which is really nice, is every time we get a trail leader, we bring them on board. One of the requirements for them to do is attend your guys' class.
And we appreciate that.
And you guys been great to us, because for that particular trail member leader, you guys donate that class to us. So that helps us also, because I can always say, hey, this doesn't cost you a dime. But it also gives you guys the beginning point. If they get stuck on the trail, they'll be like, hey, they can call you guys like, hey, we're stuck, we're here, this is what's going on, and you guys can be better prepared coming out versus sending 2 guys and you guys need 4 guys. So that's one aspect of the trail leader program. Also, they're on these trails all the time, so they're able to guide new members like, hey, you want to get this suspension because this is what's needed, or you want to get sliders, you want to get skids, you want to do this, you want, and then this steps, you know, you want all terrain, mud terrain, what's the difference between all these tires? And it helps members get out there more, and they enjoy themselves. The more they enjoy themselves, the more fun we're having, the better the community gets.
Absolutely.
So
what do we have here?
So I have a 2011 4Runner. This is just a base SR5. I pretty much built it up from the ground up. When I got this, it was bone stock. So I have a full stage 7 icon setup where it's fully adjustable with the secondary stage 2 as the secondary shock setup. These are the new Rebound Pros, where they're not bead locks, but they're bead retention. So I can air down to very low pressures if I need to. I'm on the new Falcon RTs. So these are the new ones that just came out this year from Falcon. These are the new rough terrain, where it's like a hybrid between an all-terrain and a mud terrain. Great tire.
Now who installed the lift for you?
I did.
You did it.
So I'll say 90%, 98% of this vehicle, as you see it, was built in my garage.
Well, that's a great stage to be in, because you've taken ownership to the extent when you put it on, you know how to, you know your rig.
You know, if I get a problem on a trail, I know where my problem is most of the time. The only things I have not built on this that's welded. So my body mount shop, and I have a shock relocation in the back, where I relocated my rear shock. I have a booth back there and that's all welded on. That's the only thing that was done by Custom Motorsports. So my sliders is custom made by Custom Motorsports. They did a little nice touch for me. Put the VTO in it.
Oh yeah, that's really nice.
Just something a little different.
Yeah.
You know.
Now is this air or water?
It can be for both, but it's mainly for air.
Air, okay.
Mainly
you
for
get
air.
going down the dusty road, this is going to keep it out of your air cooler. I think that's a misconception when people see snorkels. They assume it's water only.
Yeah.
But you've got a lot of dust out here in the desert.
Yeah, this is a dust snorkel mainly. This is brand new by Air-Aid, who is actually owned by Canon Air Filters.
Okay.
So
oh, really? Okay.
This just came out this year.
Yeah.
I personally like it because it's very low profile, slim, well designed snorkel. It doesn't really obstruct my A-pillar view. Right. It's pretty much invisible. Yeah. And then the snorkel itself is a little higher, so it's not like here and obstructing your view. So I like it.
How do you like your lights?
Oh, I love my lights. I've been very fortunate enough to get sponsored by Rigid. Okay. These are the new amber covers that they're running now. They're new amber pros. I have my setup is kind of unique. I run spots as my ditch lights, and the reason why I run spots is I can move this position to anywhere I want. Right. So if I'm on a trail with a bunch of new members that don't have lights, I can put this in front of them to give them light. I notice you have it pointed out a little bit at an angle. That's why I have mine set up, because I'm sure you've been in the same situation going on a trail at night. You know you need to turn right, but you can't see anything. Exactly. And so you got to have that at an angle to see where you're going. This is my bumper. Yeah, this is my DeMello high clearance bumper. My opinion, probably the strongest bumper on the market. Fully gusseted on the backside. This hook right here is actually a one piece all the way to the frame. Really? Yeah. Okay, so this is not welded to the plate. Like a lot of high clearance bumpers, they just weld this piece right there, and it's not really a recovery point. And we have seen instances where it's just welded on top and it rips right off. Exactly. And you got to be careful with those Amazon bumpers. Not knowing, not a slide on Amazon, but just you got to be careful what you're buying. Exactly. With bumpers. Yeah. So this comes with a. I have the hidden winch option. Yes. So I have a 9,500 pound Smitty built winch underneath here. The Factor 55 flat link with a fair lead. I have full skid plates from mountain off-road, so front to back. Okay. So I'm fully armored. Now you're like me, you leave the shackles off. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't. That's a common. I don't know. That's in my opinion, that is Instagram influencer style. I'm just not that. Yeah, I noticed you got a GMRS radio. Yes. And it's actually not GMRS, it's just regular ham. Ham, okay. It's a rugged radio. And that's required to be part of your group, I assume. It's not required, but we encourage people to get it. Right, okay. So I work at Custom Motorsports, so I got licensed through Custom Motorsports to program radios. So this way, members is not required to have a license. Okay. So long as we're programming, we have 5 channels that we use that you can use. You can get the radios pre-programmed through us, or a few other shops out here that is licensed, and you can use the channels without a license. Gotcha. Okay. So now, what's your system for airing up and airing down? So I have what they call an up-down air system. Okay. Not up-down, but I have the more plate. Let me go grab it real quick. Okay. Hello, Pop. So. Is that speed plate? No, it's more plate. More plate. So I use I use a speed plate plotter that's very similar. Yes. Yeah, okay. So I use the more plate system. Okay. So I can air down from all 4 tires at the same time. Yeah. Okay. And all of that. Perfect. So this is what I use. Where's your compressor? That's the fun spot. It's hidden. Okay. Under the seat. Under my driver's seat. See, mine's under the passenger seat. That's a great spot. You know, a lot of people are mounting them on the outside of the rig, and it's a dual compressor, right? It's an ARB dual compressor. Yeah, that's because it's the best one. Yeah. And you don't want mud and dust going on that, so you're sucking clean air. Exactly. And you got your chuck right here. Yep. Okay. I originally wanted to put it in the passenger seat. Right. Happy wife, happy life. Yeah, yeah. She said no. Okay. So driver's seat it went. There you go. But yeah. Now to put you on the spot here, what recovery gear do you carry? So I have my winch. Okay. I have soft shackles. Perfect. I have 2 straps. soft straps.
Okay.
And my traction boards, I do have a high lift on the floor. I had to take my mounts off to let someone else use my mounts, so I have to remount back on the roof, my roof rack. What else do I have?
Well, that's a lot. That's great gear. That'll get you a lot of jams right there.
Well, that and my radio.
Right. Absolutely.
You know, I have multiple radios.
Right.
So I have several handhelds in my base unit.
Now, do you carry satellite communication or
no? No, not yet. I'm looking
yet.
into it. I'm doing my homework first before I buy something, because they aren't expensive.
Yeah.
So I am doing some research on the Garmin's and various things out there.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to look for something that's not just one thing that I can use for everything I do.
Yeah. Well, I think there's only really 3 options. You got this, like the Spot device that gives the pre-programmed responses. But there's a new device that Tim just got. What's that called, Jacob?
I got a Zolio.
Yeah, that will actually let you text to your phone. And then there's a satellite phone.
Yeah, so I'm doing some research on some stuff right now. I don't have anything yet. But one of the things that I kind of do is when I go on a trail, especially if I'm going, I go out a lot by myself because I take the dogs out to just stretch their legs.
Right.
But I don't go anything hard.
Right.
It's like very mild stuff. But I always inform certain people that, hey, I'm going to be out. I should be back around this time.
Yeah.
And if you don't hear from me,
you know
something's going on.
Yeah.
So
Safety,
that's
safety.
little things like that I do. Which is great about our group. We have a lot of members who like to go out by themselves, and they'll post up, hey, I'm going out this weekend. Go in here. One or two things is going to happen. One, at least people know that he's out there.
Right.
Second, some people will be like, hey, you mind if I come join you? Yeah, you're no longer solo.
Yeah.
So, and the nice thing is you guys are all in our group, and you guys kind of see some of this post sometimes. Yeah. And if something does go haywire, you guys are already in a loop like that.
Yeah, we are. And you know, I'm actually a member of your group.
Thank you.
I actually, before I got the rig I have now, I did a resto mod on an FJ40.
Okay.
And you know, Toyota's near and dear to me. I don't wheel one right now, but you know, I got the respect for the brand and the quality.
You know, I mean, Toyota is good. Jeeps are good. They're all great.
Yeah.
They all. The problem with some people sometimes is they get too brand loyal. Yeah. And they think that brand is superior when they're not. There's no superior brand, in my opinion.
Pluses and minuses for each.
Yeah, there is. Like a Ford Raptor, amazing truck.
Yeah.
Purpose built for desert running.
Yeah.
Is it a rock crawler? No.
Can't put a winch on it.
No.
But I love them. I wouldn't turn it down.
Hands down. You give me a Raptor today, I'll take it. I would not turn down a Raptor.
Yeah.
Jeeps, they're extreme rock crawlers. Yeah. You know, the Toyotas are more the in between.
Yeah, they're all around, all well rounded. Yeah.
Yes, you can turn it into an extreme rock crawler, but you're gonna spend some money. Yeah. Or you can make it a desert runner. You're gonna spend some money. Yeah. Or you can just build like what I have, where it's kind of I can do some rock crawling and I can do some fast stuff. I mean, I've been down some trails pretty quick so far with this setup I have, and I mean, that thing just soaks it all in. I mean, it's nice.
It's a beautiful rig, Mason.
Thank you.
And great I appreciate you taking some time to show us around. And you know, we fully recommend people join your group and become familiar with their rig and Toyota, and to learn from what you guys have to offer, not only by your courses, but just understanding what modifications are good, what modifications maybe aren't so good.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the big thing. Is just, you know, I always tell people, don't be afraid to ask. Yeah. At the end of the day, the person who's not willing to ask is going to spend unnecessary money.
Yeah, right.
And these are serious investments where if it doesn't work out, you just don't take it out and just go get another one.
Right.
Unless you got.
Yeah. Unless you got a pocketbook, maybe you don't got.
Yeah. But
you might have to redo the modifications you thought you needed, but you didn't.
Yeah. But on the average Joe, they don't got the money to just drop for one suspension, then another suspension, another suspension. Yeah. It's you want to make it. You want to be prepared.
Yeah. Amen.
And that's where we come in. We're more than happy. We pride ourselves on an open community to where we're all out to help each other at the end of the day, because you know, I mean, that's kind of what we believe in, and I think that's what makes our community really unique and good.
Amen. You have a big community.
We do have a big. I mean,
VTO is big.
It is. It's. I still get blown away today when I started this group 3 years ago. Literally, in 3 days, it makes 3 years.
Okay.
When I started 3 years ago, we knew it was going to be a decent group, but we didn't know it was going to be this big.
Yeah.
I look at all the people who's running their VTO stickers all over the valley, and all these yobes like, hey, I know you're in a group, and it's just everywhere. I mean, you know, it's mind-blowing.
Yeah.
You know, and to be a part of this community and be partners with like you guys and other people, and now to be working with Finley, it's amazing. Yeah. You know, I mean, sky's the limit if you do the right things.
Wish we had John Barr in this video. It was nice to meet him. Mason, thank you very much.
No, thank you.
Appreciate it. And
no, we thank you guys for what you guys do, because you guys are the true heroes.
Well, we have fun in what we do, and we appreciate it.
So do we, and at least we know in the back of our head that if there's a problem, we know who to call.
Thank you.